Right boys, how's it going? Harry here. I was recently reading this book and scientific advertising, obviously not entirely marketing, but I realized that there are principles in marketing and advertising which are pretty relevant to online fitness coaches trying to grow their business with social media. So what I'm going to do in this video is basically break down the most important things in this book I've found, which are going to be relevant to you as an online coach to help you get more clients. If you don't know who I am, my name's Harry, and the reason why I'm uploading these videos and I care about you getting more clients is I'm on a mission to help improve the health, fitness, and well-being of as many people as possible. And the best way I can do that is by giving you guys more clients. How do I do that? I give you YouTube content you can use to apply. And this is so relevant because a lot of coaches, I feel, don't know how to actually use Instagram to grow their business. They know how to watch reels and send funny videos to their friends and all this bullshit which doesn't matter, which everyone does. I do it. Me and my best friend watch reels, like send it to each other. It's normal, but that's not going to grow your business. The first thing is that people are genuinely selfish, and the two biggest drives for all of us are curiosity and incentive. If someone knows that you can help them get a result or do something they want to do, and they know how, but they don't know how, if that makes sense. They know sort of roughly how you can do it and what it's going to entail, but they don't know what that's going to look like specifically. For example, they know they're going to get coached by you. They know they're going to have video check-ins. They know they're going to get a cool fancy plan that you've been shown, but they don't know how it's going to work. Like, there's sort of a paradox here. They need to know how to a certain extent because the certain features of your coaching are going to be seen as benefits and need to be advertised, but they also don't need to know everything about it, because if you get rid of this drive of curiosity, then they have no reason to act. A good reason for people to get on a sales call or call with you as a coach is that they're curious about how it exactly works. People hate not knowing, so if you can give them a reason or way to find something out via a call, then they're more likely to hop on a sales call with you. So when you're showing off your coaching, which is a great thing, which you do need to do, as I said, it's a paradox, just don't give all the information away. Don't give them every single piece of information which isn't particularly relevant. Obviously, give them info on the best parts of your coaching, the check-ins that you do, the assessments that you do, show that it's valuable, but don't give them the entire A to Z rundown because you might satisfy this drive, which is gonna prevent them from acting. An incentive. Everyone does everything for an incentive. Like, even you watching this video, you're not doing it because you love me or you're particularly interested in what my house looks like. You're doing it because it's going to benefit you. You want to know how you can get more clients. Likewise, I'm not uploading this video entirely because I just love standing in front of a camera and talking. I know that it's going to get views from fitness coaches, which are going to be watching my channel, which is going to help me at some point grow my business and achieve my goal. Like, there's incentive everywhere, and there's nothing wrong with admitting that you're just being aware as a person. So showing people why they should get in touch with you and the incentives are obviously your results, then that's going to help. So the first point is incentives and curiosity are the biggest drives. Learn how to leverage them. The next thing is something really interesting, and it's about specific details. When a lot of advertising and marketing, so if you're saying, I'll help you lose weight, it gives these bold claims, but there's no specific details. And when something is vague, it's very easy to sort of not believe it. There's no credibility to it. But if you say to someone, I'm going to help you lose X amount of weight, like specific amount in X period, it becomes a lot more believable. There's a lot more trust because it sounds like it's backed on data. And sometimes it might not even be backed on data. It's just you pulling numbers that you're asked. I'm not saying you should do that. That can be seen as quite unethical. I think it is a bit. I think it is unethical. If you have sort of relevant data of how much weight your clients have lost and how roughly the average time frame is, obviously there's no cookie cut way. But if you show people that in your marketing, and it's, well, I've helped this client lose X amount and this X amount. It's a refreshing tone and it adds a lot of credibility. So look at your posts you're making and how you're trying to advertise your coaching and ask yourself, am I being vague or am I giving specific details? Because another key benefit of this is that these specific details are going to become more memorable than just, I help my client lose a bunch of weight. If you say, I help them lose 20 kilo, like, wow, that's amazing. People are going to remember that. The next thing is something really interesting, which I see some coaches do, and I see a lot of coaches neglect, and it's going to be about free samples. You might be turning off thinking, I don't want to fucking do that. I want to get paid. And the irony is that by doing this, you will get paid more. So the theory by the author of this book, which is Claude Hopkins, he believes that if you give out samples, then you're marketing your product essentially for free. He believes that by giving out free samples, you're allowing your product to prove yourself and eliminating all of the risk for your clients. And it's completely true. We're all more likely to try something if it's got less risks to it because we're risk averse animals. So if you can tell someone, for example, you can get X amount of period of time with my coaching for free, then they think, right, well, there's no risk to me. I'm going to try this thing. It's going to get me in better shape and there's no risk. And from there, if your product is actually good, if your coaching is amazing, if people like you, why would they not continue to pay? If they have the funds and you can qualify that, they can afford this and they're not just hopping on because it's free and they don't have the money, then why wouldn't they pay for it? If it's helped them so much and they believe in it and they know firsthand it works, they'll pay for it. Don't know if you saw that just fell off the wall. as I said at the start of the video, it's incentives. Everyone does things for their personal benefit. So if you can give someone a sample of your product and why it's so good, they're going to want more of it because it helps them. And the last thing is be confident in your call to actions. You need to assume that people are going to do what you're asking them to do. Because if you're saying like, well, you know, if you think this is the right thing for you, then you can possibly do this and possibly do that. It's suggesting that people aren't doing it. If you're saying, if you want to be exactly like this person, say if it's a social proof example, right? You can say, if you want to be exactly like this person, do what he did and all my other clients did, they message me directly. It's a lot more confident. It's a lot more, you know, assertive to a degree and directive. It's telling people, I'm confident I can get your result, rather than if you think this is right, you're just giving people an excuse not to do it. So be confident in your call to actions and give people confidence to reach out to you. Now, there's a link in the description. It's me trying to pitch and sell you something. If you're not interested in that, then don't watch it. But I hope that these 4 principles I've given you, you can use them in your Instagram on your next couple posts and that you'll find better results. Remember, these aren't things you're going to use once and change your business overnight. You need to use these things consistently. And there's a hell of a lot more things you can use. I just given you an example from a very small book. Like, best way to learn is read and apply it yourself. So don't just use this one video and think this is a holy grail and everything you need to do. But these 4 things will move the needle for you in some regard. So make sure to apply them. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.